Yo, what's going on, people? This is your boy Matic Beats. You rocking with the Corner Boys right now. What's going on?
What up, people? This your boy Kaso Greene, man. You rocking with the four corner boys right here, man.
Hey yo, what's goody, man? This Dose Do Money, aka the Dollar Baby. You know what I'm saying? Corner Boys in the building. You already know, bro.
Hey, shout out Tycoon, man. He not here right now, aka the Golf God. That's our fourth member. You know, he out getting the bag right now, so he couldn't make it. But yeah, that's the bro.
I would say Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Like, he's a legend, living legend. In my opinion, he's still underrated, even with all of his acclaim, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, he comes with that smooth pimp shit, but with the rough, rugged, and raw edge to it. You know what I mean? I've been fucking with Snoop for a minute. He's definitely an influence on my style, beyond hip hop. So I would definitely want to do a collabo with the D.O. Double G, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg. LBC.
Man, that's dope. Me, I like a lot. I like a lot of artists, and like pinpoint one. I would say I like B.O.B. I like his content. Um, I would love to do a song with him on a different note from what I'm used to doing. But I would collabo with a lot of other artists as well, man. Definitely producers, you know.
I'm feeling that. Yeah, me. I could picture myself doing a song with Nas, me making beats and everything. Like I could see us just in a lab, like cooking up some shit, me and Nas. Like that's like goals. So if I was looking at that type of question, that would have to definitely be Nas first.
All right, now, that's actually funny as hell we came up with that name, because this group kind of happened randomly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just was chilling, like
Yeah,
it was
like,
crazy.
literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I booked a studio session and I was just inviting my homeboys to the session, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Shit was so hard, we was just like, yo, Tycoon actually, you know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Ty, goth guy, you know what I mean? He couldn't be
Yeah.
with us right now. But after we did the session, Tycoon hit me on the IG with a voice message. And he was just like, yo, we should make a group out of this shit on some Wu-Tang shit. And I was just like, word. So then I hit up Kaso Greene, and he was like, yo, let's have a conference call.
Yeah.
Matic got on the conference call. We had a 4-dial phone call. And, we was like, yo, what should our name be? And I don't know who said it, but one of us said the Four Seasons or some shit, like the hotel. And we was just like, yo, how about the Four Corners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Corners.
Four Corners. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
that shit, you know what I'm saying? and I was like apprehensive. I was like, yo, there's a gang in Chicago called the Four Corner Hustlers. I was like, I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers because I be in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? After a while, we're like, let's just call ourselves the Corner Boys, KB4, the Four Corners. And it's like different iterations of it. And it's just, you just get it, the element of what it is. You know what I mean? With the four corners. It's like the square, the circle, you know what I'm saying? We just expand. You know what I'm saying? We just spreading this four corner shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit for real, bro.
Complete cipher, man.
For real. For real, bro.
Versatility. Everybody dope, different styles, and we all from different parts. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But we all got the same goal.
For
Yeah.
real.
Success, you know what I'm saying? Success, stability, influence, and legacy. You know what I'm saying? That's the four principles. And you could even come up with your own principles in addition to that. It's an abundance of, you know what I mean? It's just like we just influence this hip hop shit, you know what I mean? On some, you know what I'm saying? We just bum rushing the shit, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's time for
shit
something.
hard.
It's time for something different, man. You know, like everything's sounding the same nowadays. You know what I mean? So why not come to it and come with something different, with a different element?
right.
You know,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
instead of following behind somebody else's path, you know, you gotta make your own lane. So this is what it is, man.
Hell
It's
yeah.
the four corners.
Four corners,
Four
KB4,
corners.
you know what I'm saying? 4
Yeah,
KB.
man.
Already.
Me personally, I've been doing this since I was in like middle school. You know, talent shows and stuff. I remember my first talent show I did. I froze on stage. It was crazy. But I've been doing this for a minute, man. I was influenced by like Tupac, Biggie, Big L, the late greats. So, yeah.
Word.
It's lit, man.
Word.
Facts.
Yo, I'm very similar. Mine's is very similar to Kaso. Like, I started in middle school. Like, I was literally, I had me and my boys in the studio. We was recording. Our studio was a karaoke machine. I was recording shit on tapes, and I had a booth and shit in my closet. Like, 11, 12 years old, and then we did a talent show, like, similar to Kaso. And it's crazy, like, that type of shit grabbed me to the music. Like, doing those type of things. And, like, then it sent it into, like, high school. So it kind of started for me, middle school and high school music. You know what I mean?
Or, I mean, with me, with music, it was like, I remember, like, elementary, you know what I'm saying, singing R&B shits, you know what I'm saying, to my aunties and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I sing in my church and shit, you know what I mean? The whole nine and all that. But when it came to actually, like, finding my own taste in music, that probably wasn't until I was probably in middle school, just like these other two brothers had said, too, man. I was probably, like, 13, 8th grade or so. I was more on the rock and roll side for a few years. So, a lot of my musical history kind of had a genesis in punk rock kind of shit. I played guitar throughout high school, you know what I mean? And then after meeting this dude right here, Matic, actually, I was, how old were we, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Like 12 years ago, you know what I'm saying? He actually introduced me to FL Studio with the beats and shit, you know what I'm saying? And from there, you know what I mean, I had actually grown an affinity for making beats, and from there I started writing rhymes. And I started rapping probably like '08, where I really started like, you know, sharpening the steel and putting pen to paper and really making shit pop. So yeah, for real, we all have our origins, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Facts.
History.
Matic got all the hoes.
Yo, like, I plead the fifth on that. You know what I'm saying? But
Man, look, right now, you know what I mean? Finally, you know, I'm in a place where I'm happy and I'm settled and I'm stable. Got my family, you know. But, shit, man, not too long ago, I don't know, man. I know I'm giving the top dogs a run for their money, though.
Right,
Practice safe sex, kids.
Strap
this
up.
one says,
for real, it's cool to do it. Just get the motherfucking, what's it, the Magnum.
Trojans
the
or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Get them shits.
Strap
They cool
up.
as fuck.
Strap up,
Like
I'll
the
get
Jordans
clapped
and
up.
condoms,
Be
baby.
safe.
The Jordans and condoms, baby. Get them. What are you doing?
I mean, I guess this is just an iteration from before. Like, we had a studio session back in November of 19. You know, initially, I was just looking for artists to collab with. You know what I mean? I met Kaso, actually, it's crazy. Like, I met Kaso just this year.
At the
Nipsey Hussle
little,
Memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a candlelight vigil for Nip.
That's lit.
And hell yeah, and actually we had met there. And he actually is the dude who did my Dollar Baby tat on the back of my head and shit. I ain't gonna show you all that right now because I just don't want to. Like, I don't give a shit. But anyways, like, he gave me that tattoo, actually, Dollar Baby. And, you know, we built on the music from there. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, Goth God, he ain't here right now, but we had done a showcase. It was a botched show and shit. No one showed up. You know, no one showed up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Back in April. But me and Tycoon, we built a rapport. Me and Matic, we go back for like 12 years and shit. That's my brother right there. We all, you know what I'm saying? We all ended up, you know, forming like Voltron. And Tycoon's actually the one who started Korner Boys, yo. He's the one who hit me up on IG. He's like, yo, let's start a fucking group. If you with it, let's do it. And I was like, let's do it, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? We got on the four-way call. Here we are. KB4.
Yeah, man, it's like the elements, man, it just was right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got good intentions, it's good vibes, positive energy. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no shadiness.
Yeah.
You know, like, we all on the same page, man. We got understanding. It ain't no ego thing going on, man. Like, this is what it's supposed to be when it comes to a team and a movement, bro. So, you know, hopefully what we doing, we setting trends. We set a trend for these other guys to follow behind, man.
Facts.
Just stay focused. You know what I mean? Don't be jealous of your brother. You know, you got a team or whatever. Everybody is different. Everybody is dope, you know, and everybody has their own time. But when you come together, you're supposed to make more noise together than you are individually. You know what I mean? So this is what we doing, man.
Yeah, we all just having fun, yo.
Facts.
Like, even when we perform live, it's like, we just be having a good time. You know what I mean? We're all about just people having a good time. We love seeing pretty ladies at our shows. We love seeing the kids, nod their heads and vibing to the sounds that we bring and manifest, you know what I mean? So, just having a good time, man. Individually, everybody be saying that I'm trying to sound like Wiz Khalifa. I don't think that's true. Niggas have been saying that shit for the past 10 years. I'm not Wiz Khalifa. I respect the brother. I don't sound anything like him, but that's what everybody says. My biggest influence on this rap shit is Ghostface Killah. That's my favorite rapper. Ghostface Killah, Rakim, and Nas, Capadonna, you know what I'm saying, and Tupac are my biggest influences. That's where my sound comes from. But at the same time, based upon what people have compared my sound to, I've been rapping since like 08, you know what I mean, 08. People really think that my voice and cadence is like Wiz. And, I can see the similarities. I'm not trying to bite off the brother, but yeah, that's what I get a lot from, you know what I'm saying? He is an influence, though, and he's dope as shit. Shout out to Wiz, man, Taylor Gang.
Yeah,
much love. Shout out to Wiz. That's my nigga right there, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, Wiz. We love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? That's who I get compared to the most.
Music wise, I don't really say. I get a lot of people that tell me, like, you know what I mean, I sound different, It's like I got bars, but I could dumb it down too. So I kind of like just mixed everything up. Like coming up, like I listen to classical music, I listen to alternative music, I love reggae, I like R&B. I just like music in general. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, you could put a classical beat on and I could freestyle to that shit. You could put a reggae beat on, I could freestyle to that shit. So, I just say I'm different. But look-wise, I always got people that tell me, oh, you look like Lil Wayne. I don't look nothing like that nigga. And I get people that tell me I look like Future, Quavo. Maybe it's because of the dreads and the front sound.
I've heard a lot of different rappers, but like what I heard the most, I've heard Fabulous. I've heard Fabulous a lot, which is crazy. But at the same time, I fuck with Fabulous. So like his freshman album was dope. Like I've kind of studied the culture of Fabulous. So hearing that was almost kind of like, you don't want to sound like nobody, but if I'm gonna sound like anybody, Fab, okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. So I heard that before.
Kaso and I was saying before, Mag, that you sound like AZ, dog.
Yeah. I caught it. I was like,
you sound like AZ.
Somebody,
do or die, you know what I mean?
It was
AZ
like currency,
is
got
too.
a currency sound, and then I'm like, hold
AZ's
up,
that
man.
dude,
AZ,
dog.
man.
Big influence, man.
Yeah.
AZ's that dude, man.
But I meant that I left out, man. I ain't mean to, man. One of my favorite artists outside of Tupac was Big L, yo, and that was one of my influences that I looked up to. Because Big L, I got a tribute joint on my first mixtape to Big L. He was ahead of his time. Like when he was out, niggas wasn't rhyming like Big L. Niggas wasn't on the shit that Big L was on, and that's kind of what I feel about myself. Like, niggas is not on what I'm on right now,
Innovators, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, innovators, man. And rest in peace, Big L.
R.I.P. For real.
Fear itself, man. I mean, we've all been through our hardships and shit. Me, I had a substance abuse problem for years, you know what I'm saying? And I learned from that. We all have our trials and tribulations, but that, to me, I was in some dark places in my life, you know what I'm saying? And that definitely taught me to man up, acknowledge your surroundings, and fuck fear, you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do as a man, and be the king that you are, and build your kingdom and your dynasty, and fear no man, you know what I'm saying? And fear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I don't know who the fuck said that originally, but that's one of the hardest quotes in life itself. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing and never falter. You're your own lieutenant. So proceed appropriately. You know what I'm saying? So maneuver like a king and you'll manifest yourself into one.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree with the homie Dose, man. But I don't like spiders and I don't like centipedes.
I love spiders, man. Spiders are fly as shit,
I can't
nigga.
stand them shits, bro. Them shits is just weird as hell, bro. Like,
They eat
I'll fight a
mosquitoes and
nigga I'll fight a nigga with a gun before I fucking shoot the fade with a spider or a centipede. Them shits, bro.
Yes, fuck centipedes.
Man,
though.
listen. I remember one time, you know, one of my exes or whatever, we was like doing some gardening shit or whatever, and this big ass spider came out, bro. And I'm like, yo, she had some motherfucking some weed spray and shit, and I was digging up like some shit to plant flowers or whatever. So when it came down, you know, she the chick, so you would expect me to, you know, to kill a spider. I told her, you squirt it. I said, I squirt it, you hurt it, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'll spray it when it come down. You attack it. I'm not going near that shit, man. Fuck them shits.
I fuck with spiders, but fuck centipedes, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck centipedes.
Them shits is on a whole nother level. Them shits ain't even from Earth, bro. Them shits crash landed here and they trying to take over.
You ever seen Space Troopers? You know what I'm saying? They like the huge, yo, for real. In the year 5000, it's gonna be nothing but cockroaches and centipedes. Nigga, fuck centipedes, bro.
Yeah, fuck centipedes.
Yo, real shit. I can't. I had to say my fear is snakes, yo. Like, I can't deal with snakes. Like not just literal snakes, yo. Them shits are crazy looking, yo. I can't deal with them. That's probably one thing I couldn't like. If I seen one, I couldn't kill that shit.
They cool, man. I had 2 pet snakes, 2 python.
I can't deal with snakes, man. Like, I can deal with the pet snakes if I know they ain't got no teeth and shit.
But
Damn, all snakes got teeth. They don't got teeth, but they got things that's in their mouth that pulls the food back when they eat it.
Venomous snakes.
Shit, that's I remember when I was in high school, there was a snake and they told me, like, it didn't have the venom in it or it didn't have no teeth and all that shit. So I petted the shit. And it was cool because he was like a trained snake, but I can't deal with even a gardener snake. I seen that shit.
Just kick the shit. Like,
dog. That shit got me fucked up for us.
I'll tell you right now, man. I mean, I can't really answer for who inspired me to start making music. Because I feel like throughout life you'll get more and more important like influences. But when it comes to me, I would definitely say Tupac Shakur. You know what I mean? Tupac Shakur definitely influenced me. Not in terms of how his music is, like to sound like him or the sonic, the sonicness or whatever the word is. But definitely just his, unwavering, you know what I'm saying, perseverance and shit with just making music. Like when you see these interviews of his comrades and associates, they be saying that he would just lock in the studio for days and just be smoking mad bud, just making music, song after song after song. And it's like, I feel like that's something any artist can learn from. When it comes to actually the sound of shit, Jay Dilla and Nas. As I said, Nas is one of my top 5 favorite rappers. The way that he puts words together is something that, in my opinion, is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Dilla, I feel like he tapped into, a sound that no one has been able to recreate since. So, those 3, Nas, Dilla, and Pac.
Man, what inspired me to do music, honestly, is not a specific artist. I just want to say music inspired me to do music. Listening to music, different sounds from different cultures and different countries and stuff like that. Music to me is the key language to the universe. You could reach out to anybody through music. You got music for any emotion, you know what I mean? Like, you could just talk about so much with music. Like, people listen to music, They'll definitely listen to music no matter what's going on. Music could make a situation better. Like, that's how I feel I communicate with people real good, through my music. Music is influential throughout the world, shit, throughout the universe. So, music inspired me to do music.
I would say what inspired me to do music was really like learning the mechanics. I would listen to music when I was a kid and just like either hear a hip hop beat, or I hear like a soul's track, and I would just I would be fathomed by like how the different sounds were, and then like I started learning about how rappers were sampling music, and that really like that probably pulled me to music. Really sampling that shit was crazy to me. So just learning the mechanics really dragged me to music, and then just hearing it. My parents played music like when I was a kid. just like like Kaso and Dose. Like we heard the shit. That shit was just if you're in Green with hearing music and then also you want to understand how to make it. It's just it's a crazy feeling as a kid. That shit just put me into that lane of just getting any resources to make music, and that's what put me there. That's what really grabbed me to music.
All right, so we the Four Corners, man. Mine is a very important piece of the 4-piece. You know what I'm saying? Tycoon, Goth God Tycoon. We love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be here today, but you know what I'm saying. Rest assured, you'll see him at the next show, next video, or next IG post, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But signing off, this is Dose Do Money the Dollar, baby.
And this your boy Kaso Greene, man.
It's your boy Matic Beats. We signing off.
Four Corners.
Four Corners, man. KB4, holla at your boy. Hide your wives, nigga.